What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Playmaker Pod. I'm your host, Isaac. This is co-host, Joseph. And we're going to get started with the NBA playoffs that went on over this weekend. The most intriguing series, one of the most intriguing series in my opinion, is a 4 and 5 matchup out there in the East between Cleveland and New York. Now, I honestly thought this was gonna be a pretty even series, but today New York went out there and they ended up taking a 3-1 lead over Cleveland, and they did it in a pretty good fashion too. I don't really think there was much doubt in this game. They ended up winning by 9 points. Jalen Brunson got hot from the start, and yeah, Donovan Mitchell didn't really do too much for Cleveland. And bro, the Knicks fans are going crazy. The whole city of New York is going absolutely insane right now. I don't think there's any way New York can blow it at this point. Even if Cleveland ends up taking Game 5 down in Cleveland, if they take Game 5 down in Cleveland, I think New York just puts them away in Game 6. And if they don't, I tell you, I can still see New York putting them away in 5 too. So I don't really see any way that New York loses this series right now. And I tell you had Cleveland as your dark horse team that can make a run. Right now, it's not looking too good for them. So I tell you, what do you think? Is this a surprise to you, or you think New York might actually be able to make a run down there in the East?
I don't really think it's a surprise to me, but I also don't think. Maybe New York actually could. New York could actually make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, depending on what happens between Milwaukee and Miami. Because I think they can't beat Milwaukee. I don't think they can beat Milwaukee, but I think they can beat Miami. They did I'm pretty sure they won 3 games against Miami this season. Mm-hmm. So I think they can get it done against Miami. Also the Cavs have been pretty disappointing. Evan Mobley, let me pull up his numbers for the playoffs. Evan Mobley, the playoffs, only averaging 10 points a game. He's averaging 11 rebounds, but he's shooting 44% from the field. That's terrible for him because he shoots a lot in the paint. So he's basically not doing anything. He hasn't attempted 3, obviously. His defense has been all right. His defense obviously it's all right still. It's not as good as it was in the regular season. He's really just taken a dip down everywhere in his game in the playoffs. Really, he's been really disappointing. He got fouled out today in the game. So yeah, he's been really disappointing. Donovan Mitchell's been really disappointing as well. The last 2 games in New York, at least. Last game against Game 3, he was like 9 for 19. And this game, I'm pretty sure he was 5 for 18. So he's been pretty disappointing. Garland played terrible in Game 3, and here in Game 4, he was probably the best player in Game 4. But yeah, most of these guys haven't shown up, especially Garland, Mobley, and Mitchell. It's like your 3 best players, and they haven't shown up for you in the last 2 games. And on the Knicks side, RJ Barrett this game finally played good. He was 50% from the field. He had 26 points. Played a really solid game. Brunson as well, 29, 6 and 6. It was a good game for him. But yeah, it's really just been the Cavs guys have been disappointing. But I am happy for the Knicks, because I do like the Knicks more than the Cavs. But I just picked the Cavs because I thought they were the better team. But obviously, they have proven me wrong. Yeah, but Brunson, he beat Donovan Mitchell last year. And he's probably gonna beat him again this year. That's pretty funny about that.
That's facts, yeah.
Yeah. Randall didn't play that good this game, but he really didn't need to. Josh Hart played really nice. 19 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Mitchell Robinson at 12 points, 11 rebounds. But yeah, overall for the Cavs, the reason they're down 3-1 in this series is because their 3 best players haven't shown up most of this series. Like Garland's played good in Game 2, in Game 4, in Game 1, in Game 3. He was a liability all over the place. Mitchell, a lot of people thought he was gonna step up playing in Madison Square Garden, and he actually took a step down, a really big step down. And Mobley has just been super disappointing. I can understand for Mobley though, because barely it's his first. I guess it's his second year in the playoffs. Or did they make the playoffs last year?
No.
No, okay. So it's his first year in the playoffs. But I guess I can give him the pass there. Mitchell's supposed to be one of the best playoff performers right now, currently, and he's not doing it right now. So, yeah, really not much to say about that. And Okoro actually played this game. He is a liability though. He can't shoot threes. He was 1 for 5. I'm pretty sure the other night he didn't play at all. But yeah, Okoro has been a bust. What was he, like a top 5 pick, top 6? He was really high.
Top 6?
Yeah, he was high.
Damn.
So yeah, he's been kind of a bust for them. Yeah, sometimes he can't even play him. He gives you elite defense. He reminds me a lot of what's his name? Matisse Thybulle. He's probably a worse defender.
Oh yeah.
He's probably
He
he's
can't
worse.
play offense to save his life.
No, he's better on offense than Thybulle, but he's a worse defender than Thybulle. So he's better on offense, but it's by very little. It's not like it's not like he's some good 3-point shooter or some shit. He's not good. He's not that good.
Well, it's
Like
not
game
that
2.
hard to be better than Matisse Thybulle on offense.
Yeah. So yeah, he's been pretty disappointing this year. Like game one he was 0 for 4. Game 2 he only played 2 minutes. In game 3 he played 12 minutes. And today he played 17 minutes, 9 points, 1 for 5 from 3. It's not good enough for what the Cavs need. And the Cavs have fucking the Danny Green and fucking Ricky Rubio playing some minutes. Yeah, you can. They really have no depth on this roster either. They're like the worst version of the Suns probably. They have no depth either. The only guys that they really can play minutes is Cedi Osman and Okoro, but they're not world beaters or some shit. They're not good off the bench. Like Cedi Osman's probably their best player on the bench. That's probably their best player. He's not that good. He should be like your third best player on the bench if you're trying to win a championship. He shouldn't be your first best player on the bench.
Yeah,
but
for real.
yeah, like there's nobody that can play on this bench. This bench sucks. Yeah, so
You know what's crazy is that Julius Randle didn't even do anything this game either. He only dropped 7 points and 2 rebounds, bro. He didn't do shit, bro. But R.J. Barrett actually did pretty good too. R.J. Barrett, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, they really are the ones that stole the show. And I tell you, they got different players from all around. You don't need Julius Randle to go off like a crazy amount to be able to win. And that's the thing that's impressive about the Knicks, is that even if Julius Randle takes a step back, the whole team doesn't go falling apart, because you still got other guys that can still go out and perform. Not if like Dallas, if Luka wasn't to perform, bro, the whole team just falls apart. Or a team like Philadelphia, if Joel Embiid were to fall apart, then who knows what the rest of the roster is going to give you. Or like, what's his name? Oh, Milwaukee, Memphis. You've seen like when their star players go down, bad things tend to happen. I'm not saying like Memphis, like, oh, they always fall apart without Ja, but I'm saying like when Ja played that game 1 and he went down, you saw some problems with the Grizzlies. When Giannis played, he went down, you saw some problems with them. The Knicks, they're able to stay afloat without Julius Randle necessarily being able to beat you and like carry. So that's honestly what was really impressive about them.
yeah, they're built for depth. They really don't. They have a lot of depth. Like there's the total opposite of the Cavs. They actually have players that can play like Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quigley, Miles McBride. Those guys can play minutes. Even Isaiah Hartenstein too. I forgot about him. He can play minutes as well. Yeah. The Cavs don't have that. They don't. That's why they're not gonna win this series because of that. It's another Suns situation, but the Suns are facing the Clippers without Kawhi, so.
They got bailed out by that, bro. They got bailed out by that, because if Kawhi was playing and PG was playing, I think it would have been quick work for the Clippers.
Yeah. So Cleveland, disappointing end to their season. I don't think they're coming back. I'll be surprised if they come back. I don't think they're going to win. Well, they have to win 4 straight games, or 3 straight games. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
No,
it's going to be tough.
Yeah, no.
Especially with the way New York's rolling right now. Yeah, they got the whole city moving right now. Yeah, it's going to be real tough for them to come back.
Yeah, I don't see them coming back.
Let's talk about the next series, though. Oh, you want to keep going?
Oh, no.
I'm going to say, let's talk about the next series, though, because you had brought it up earlier that you could see New York making a final, or a Western Conference final. Eastern Conference Finals run, depending on how this series goes. And I don't really think too many people expected this series to go the way that it's been going right now. I think everybody expected Milwaukee as a number 1 seed to make quick work out of the Miami Heat. But now you kind of have some doubt in there for Milwaukee. You're actually starting to consider the fact that you brought it up, depending on how this next series goes. It shows that there's some doubts about Milwaukee and some serious possibility that Miami could end up taking this series. Now, I tell you, it's been a bit of a shocker for pretty much everyone. I'm probably a bit more higher on Miami than like most people are, but I honestly didn't think they would make it. Honestly didn't see them taking a lead in this series. I thought they were always either going to be tied or down, but they've taken the lead twice. They took the lead after Game 1 and after Game 3. They're up 2-1 right now. They're staying in South Beach. So, I don't know, bro. If they take Game 4, it might be a serious... Bro, Miami might end up knocking off the 1 seed, man.
Yeah. I'm actually not too shocked because Giannis is hurt. That's the reason. Like, if Giannis was playing and they were playing like this, then I would be shocked. But I'm not surprised. The Bucks... A lot of people were saying that Giannis... To me, Giannis should have won MVP. As much as I love Joel Embiid, Giannis should have won MVP this year because he's the best player in the world on what was the best team in the NBA. A lot of people say that the Bucks have a good record without Giannis playing, but the Bucks only have a good record because the regular season. When you need them in the big moments like the playoffs, you're playing against the best teams out of the whole NBA. So you're not playing against like the fucking Rockets, the Spurs, the Pistons. You ain't playing against those guys without Giannis. You're playing against a good team like Miami. Like they're the AFC, but they're still good. They're AFC. They're better than Brooklyn. I can tell you that. They're better than the 7th seed. So, yeah, it's just I'm not really that surprised because Giannis is hurt. I was telling you about this. Remember last time we talked about this when Giannis got hurt? I was saying Miami could make this interesting. I remember saying it.
I remember you still said though that you expected
I still said Milwaukee was
to win
gonna,
even without Giannis.
Yeah, I thought they would.
Because I know you've been shitting on the Heat a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, rightfully so. They haven't shown me anything where I think they're good enough to win anything. Like I know you're high on them, but they haven't shown anything. They're beating an injured Milwaukee team. Like I'm not. If they beat them healthy, then yeah, but they wouldn't. Like I don't think they have a chance if playing Boston. In a 7-game series, I think it ends in 5.
Oh, playing in Boston,
yeah,
that's difficult. Yeah, honestly, I don't give them much of a shot if they were to go up against Boston. But thankfully, maybe Boston's on the other side of the bracket for them.
Yeah,
so they wouldn't have to worry about them until potentially the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston's the only team I'd be worried about, though. As much as you like, Philly's still a challenge. But
you like why do you like Miami over Philly? Like, give me some points. Why do you like more?
I'm not saying I like them over Philly because obviously Philly's a better team.
Yeah, but you said you weren't scared of Philly or not. You said you're fine with Philly, but you're not fine.
I feel like okay, they play Boston. Oh yeah, they're done for. They're done for. I think if they were to play Philly though, it's a bit more of a competition, just because I'd say if they're able to make it past Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee and Boston are the 2 toughest challenges out east. Philly is kind of like on that next tier. I honestly see, okay, Milwaukee and Boston top 2. Philly, they're still a great team. Don't get me wrong. They're still great. But they're kind of like on that next level. So if they get past the toughest challenge out east, and let's say Philly were to knock off the second toughest challenge out east, then it would be a bit more competitive than I would say a series against Boston. But I'm not saying that they would beat Philadelphia, obviously, but I think it would be a bit more of a shot than if they were to play against Boston. Because I tell you, if they play Boston, I think they're done for, and yeah, like 5.
All right. So you're actually gonna give them credit if they beat Milwaukee without Giannis? Like you're gonna give them that much credit that you're gonna put them I have a chance. Like you're gonna give them that much credit.
Past New York too. If they make it past, okay, I'll give them some credit if they make it past Milwaukee without Giannis. Okay. But then if they make it past New York, you actually got to take them seriously, too. Like, you wouldn't take them seriously if they made it past New York?
Oh, yeah. I would take them seriously more than that. I just can't take this team seriously. Like, they're not, like...
You don't think they got a shot against New York if they were to win?
They can win against New York, but I don't think beating New York means that like I can't give them a shot over. I don't think I can take them over Boston, or I don't think I can really realistically to me. I don't think I can see them beating Boston or Philly, just because I think both of those teams
beat Boston or Philly either.
Yeah,
but
that's why I don't think. To me, I don't think like Boston would be like a 5-game series. Maybe Miami like 6-game series. But that's just, I mean maybe Boston 5 games, Philly 6 games. That's what I would think would happen.
Okay, yeah.
I just don't.
That makes sense.
They just don't have depth either, and that's what happened. Like Philly and Boston got more depth, and Milwaukee. Milwaukee just can't fucking put it together right now. I don't know what's going on with them. I will still be very shocked if Milwaukee. It's gonna be a very shocking series if Milwaukee loses. But
yeah,
they're good enough to beat Miami just with Giannis. Just without Giannis, I mean, without Giannis, they're good enough to be. To me, they're good enough to beat Miami. I think they got more depth, and Holiday and Middleton usually perform in the playoffs, but they're just not performing right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even without Giannis, people are still favoring Milwaukee over Miami. Just because of the rest of the team that you got around them.
Yeah.
Obviously,
because
Giannis does make a huge difference. Giannis does make a huge difference.
He's the best. He's the best player in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I'm not discrediting it
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, just the fact that people still got Milwaukee over Miami. They still thought that Milwaukee would be able to walk over Miami without Giannis. That's pretty disrespectful towards Miami, and yeah, that's why I'm kind of rooting for them to take out Milwaukee with or without Giannis.
To me, I don't see this disrespect because I see him as an AFC. Like I'm not like, I don't think it's disrespect. Like to me, without Giannis, the Bucks would probably be like a 5th or something like that. So I don't think the Bucks roster is still pretty good just without Giannis. Like in the regular season, at least they were good in the regular season. I don't know what they're doing right now, but in the regular season, they had a pretty good record without Giannis because that was a lot of people's talking point about why Giannis shouldn't win MVP was because when he was out, the Bucks were good. They had a really good record.
Without him. Yeah.
Same thing with Philly. The team that's the worst about their player is Denver. Denver was like 2-10 without Jokic. Like Philadelphia was like without Embiid they were 12-5, and the Bucks I think they were without Giannis they were 15-6 or some shit like that. So the Bucks are actually the best team without their best player. But that was regular season. Obviously, it's not translating. It's just one game though. Like I don't think Milwaukee just couldn't make a fucking shot this game.
Twice already.
Yeah. Game 1.
The thing about those games though is that Miami's actually been hitting their shots too.
Yeah.
Like they're getting production out of guys. Like that game 1, they got crazy production out of Kevin Love when you don't expect it. This game they were able to get production out of Duncan Robinson, which is I tell you they got guys that have been stepping up for them that you wouldn't even expect.
Yeah.
Even Kyle Lowry's giving us valuable minutes. Caleb Martin, is it Cody or Caleb? One of the two. Caleb. Yeah, he's giving solid minutes off the bench. They've actually gotten some pretty solid bench production compared to like some of these other teams.
Yeah, they actually got even less depth now though because of Oladipo's done for the year. It's
Oladipo and Tyler Hero being out really does hurt him. That really does.
His patella. His patella's. I think he hurt his patella or some shit. It was yeah. That might be over for him. I don't know if he can come back from that, but yeah, their depth guy. I don't know who else. They're gonna have to put somebody else in their lineup because this is gonna be an 8-man rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Because actually hurt him a lot.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else can actually play on this roster. Yeah, everybody else is like, no, they're done. That's probably the rotation, although it's probably just going to be like, yeah, it's going to be 8-man rotation. It's the same as the Cavs. Like, Cavs actually only have a 7-man rotation. So it's better than that.
Yeah. I'd say if they could get production out of them, I mean, at least it'd be better than the Cavs, because the Cavs can't get production out of any of those guys.
Yeah, Milwaukee needs Giannis back, though. If they get Giannis back, though.
It's pretty desperate for them now, too, yeah. If they're able to win one of these games, I mean, you could have Giannis take a bit more rest. But now I think the urgency is there for Giannis to return because they're already down 2-1. and they're staying in South Beach for another game in Game 4.
They need Giannis back for Game 4 because
Yeah, for sure.
they can't take advantage of these matchups with Bam and Kevin Love without Giannis because that's too easy to take advantage of, to be honest with you. Because I'm gonna bring up something. Bam has not been good at all this series defensive wise. Like since the play-in, he hasn't been good defensive wise. And Kevin Love obviously is fried chicken no matter who it is.
He's
like
always,
yeah, he's fried chicken. So they need Giannis back so they can exploit those matchups. Because I'm pretty sure Giannis in Game 1 he only played like 15 or 12 minutes or some shit. Let me see. He played what is it? He played 12 minutes. Oh yeah, 12 minutes. We only got 12 minutes of him in Game 1. After that he hasn't played. So I think hopefully he returns for Milwaukee's sake. If they want to win this series, they need him. If they want to put him away already, because they need Giannis. Because if they have Giannis back, I feel like they could have.
If they could run the next 3 games.
I feel like they can do that, or maybe they could go to 7, just because they already gave up another game in Game 2. But in Game 3, Game 3. I mean, so
Yeah, that's urgent.
yeah.
Let's say Giannis comes back, and Milwaukee does put away the series in 6 or 7. You giving them credit?
Milwaukee
Miami.
or Miami?
If Giannis comes back, Miami puts him down in 6 or 7.
Yeah, it's because you said Miami. Yeah, you got me confused. Oh, yeah, you got me confused.
Oh, I
yeah.
said it backwards?
Yeah, you said it backwards. Yeah.
Oh, damn, my bad.
Yeah, then I'll give him credit then. I don't know how much credit I'll give him though because Giannis missed like the 2 games. Like he basically missed the first 3 games of the series. I guess he missed the first 2 losses. So I'll give him that. I'll give him some credit, yeah. But I'm not gonna like put him. I still can't put him over like. I can't put him over. Maybe I can give him a chance. I'll probably pick them over. I'll probably pick them over New York just because of Jimmy. Actually, I don't know if I can pick him over New York, just because of their bench.
That one would be competition. Yeah, that one would be competitive. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe if the Heat had their whole bench still, if they had Tyler Hero and Oladipo, I could maybe justify picking them over New York. But I don't know if I can justify it without having their bench, because I don't. Because Julius Randle. Yeah, I think New York would probably be the favorite. Yeah, I just don't. Jalen Brunson usually shows up in the playoffs, and then they have better. They have guys that can actually play minutes. Like Duncan Robinson's also fried chicken, man. That dude can't play defense either. Yeah. Like he's the opposite of Matisse Thybulle. He can shoot, and he can't play defense.
But he can't play. Yeah.
Nah. So. Yeah, that one's a tough. Right there. All right.
I don't know. Having Duncan Robinson actually perform now, though, might be a benefit for them because before you couldn't even trust him to get into the rotation. At least now, he showed you that he could give you some production off the bench. So that's why you kind of lose Oladipo, but it's kind of like you gain Duncan Robinson as well. Because I'd say before he wasn't even getting minutes. He didn't even think he could play.
He really started getting minutes after the Tyler Hero injury, though. Because I'm pretty sure if Tyler Hero was playing, he would never fucking step on the court. Like, he wouldn't have stepped on the court at all.
He hadn't been stepping on the court, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but for this game, they lost this game that they lost was because, like, it was basically, I'm pretty sure Miami, everybody on Miami shot pretty good. Like, Bam and Gabe Vincent were the worst guys, and they shot 20%, 40%. Like, Kevin Love, I don't even count him, though. Like, Butler 63%. Struss, 62%. Martin, 50%. Kyle Lowry, 50%. Duncan Robinson, 77%. And Oladipo, 66% before he left the game. Those guys could, yeah. And on Miami side, on Milwaukee side, it was basically, yeah, they just didn't play the best game. Like, yeah. They're also missing probably their best defender, too. So, and yeah, they're missing their best
player, best defender,
best defender, best scorer. They're missing their best,
best everything.
Yeah, best their franchise player. Yeah. So, yeah, we can move on to the next series now. But Suns, Clippers. Suns are up 3-1. This series is a wrap. Kawhi and Paul George missing with injury. Just put them away. It's over after that. Like, so I don't know if you got a chance to watch yesterday's game, but yesterday's game was. Yeah, it was like they were close, but you could tell the Clippers were trying to win. They were fucking giving it their all. They just weren't good enough. Like Kevin Durant and Booker. Durant had 31, 11, and 6. Let me see what he shot. 52% from the field is pretty good. 3 for 4 from 3. Devin Booker 39 and 7. Even Chris Paul had 19, 9 and 4. That's pretty good for Chris Paul right now at his age. And Aiden 15 and 13. Yeah. Their starters showed up. Like, they get another game where they really didn't get anybody off the bench. They finally played Okogie, though. They finally played him. They finally benched Landry Shamet. I know a lot of Suns fans didn't want Landry Shamet to play anymore because Landry Shamet was just... He's a liability. Yeah, he's a liability. He hasn't really been scoring, and he's also a bad defender. Okogie finally played. I wanted him to play. He played 24 minutes. That's what they need to do. And the other side, it was Russell Westbrook doing everything. Russell Westbrook, I'm going to give him his flowers, though, because he's really performed in the playoffs. This is his best playoff stretch, probably, maybe ever.
Yeah,
and it's
real.
Yeah, like game 1, he had the game-saving block, or the game-winning block. He didn't shoot good, but he had a game-winning block, 11 points, 9 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Game 2, 28 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Game 3, 30 points, 12 assists, 8 rebounds, and game 4, 37 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He's been really good. Except he shot a bad game 1, but yeah, other than that, he's played really terrific. So yeah, I'm gonna give him some respect. Yeah, this is the best I've ever seen him play in the playoffs. Because when he was with the Rockets, he fucking sold he sold for the Rockets most of the time. And with the fucking Wizards, actually with the Wizards, he had one good game. He had that one good game where they won. But that was OKC. I can't remember every game from OKC, but the last series I remember was when they got fucking sent. They got sent home by Damian Lillard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had a good run, like in 2016.
Yeah.
They made it to a conference championship, and they were like 3-1. I can't remember like clearly how good he was back in those days, but I'm pretty sure he had to have like a solid series in those OKC days back then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time Russell Westbrook scored 20 points in back-to-back playoff games since like 2018. So it's been a while. Yeah, but nobody else. Norman Powell was actually pretty good. Actually, I don't know. No. He was terrible this game. I was thinking about game 2 or game 3. I was thinking about game 3. Today, no. Yesterday he was terrible. Terrible game. Everybody else is pretty bad for them. It was just Westbrook carrying them. But
yeah. Unfortunately for the Clippers, no Kawhi, no PG. That's really, really, really gonna hurt you.
Yeah, that is. Kawhi was the best player in their series before he got injured, and now he's gone.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy. I don't know how much longer the Clippers can put up with this BS.
I don't know
how much longer, because it's not just one. It's been both of them.
Didn't they just re-sign him to new contracts like last year? Or like the year before that?
Oh, yeah. Because Kawhi was supposed to be a free agent like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Last year. Yeah.
He got an extension sometime. I don't remember. But I know.
It was 2 years ago, yeah.
I don't know. You probably try to run it back one more year. At least one. I don't think.
Yeah.
It's not much better out there. Like, you're going to tear it apart already. Like, you already invested too much money.
Bro. I'd be so frustrated if I was Steve Ballmer. Because you put together this crazy team and they can't even get on the court together. Last time they actually had, like, the full team, like, put together, they should have beat Denver that series, like, in the bubble. But I'd say they couldn't close it out. But ever since then, all right, 2021, they had their whole team together against Dallas, and Kawhi went down in that Utah series.
Yeah, Kawhi was not. Yeah, Kawhi didn't play.
Against Dallas, they were able to make it past them, and yeah, they looked really good that series. Against Utah, they were able to beat Utah without Kawhi, and Utah was a number 1 seed that year. But I'd say when it got to Phoenix, they couldn't close it out. When you probably could have been able to close it out if you just had Kawhi Leonard on the team. Then you go to next year, they can't even make the playoffs because they don't have Kawhi the entire year. So they don't even make the playoffs. They had a shot at like the 8th seed, I'm pretty sure. They couldn't get in. And then this year, you have a legit shot at beating the Suns. And, okay, you might be able to knock off Denver too. And I'd say the West is wide open. The West is as wide open as it's probably going to be. And you still... And you're going to have Kawhi again.
Yeah.
So... I'll tell you blew your best shot in 2020 in the bubble with them all healthy. Who knows if you would have even made it past the Lakers series without getting hurt. But, yeah, it's got to be tough for LA.
I feel no pity for the Clippers injuries anymore because it's a part of the game now. It's a part of basketball. Everybody gets fucking injured now. It's just the luck of the draw. And I'm not going to fucking sit here like every fucking year like, oh, can't blame for the I can't make fun of the Clippers because Kawhi's done. Like it's like every fucking season now Kawhi's injured. Last year he was gone for the whole year. This year, like he came back, but he's gone for the playoffs. Like the most important, all the load management went to shit because it was fucking useless. Because he still got injured. Yeah. Same thing with Paul George. He got hurt when it's most important time of the season. At the end of the year, he's done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
People just can't handle it. I don't know what it is. They can't handle the wear and tear, I guess. You got people like Mikal Bridges that haven't missed a game in like his entire career.
I could understand like
load management and they still get hurt.
I could understand if your usage rate was like super fucking high, like the way it was like when Harden was playing when he won MVP. If your usage rate was that high and you got injured in the playoffs, I could understand. But Kawhi doesn't play in the fucking regular season. He played. I don't know how many games he played. I don't think he played more than 50. I don't think he played more than 50. So he basically didn't play. He barely played half the season probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't. Like yeah, even I can understand Joel Embiid getting injured too because he's like he takes a bunch of fucking hit.
High usage.
Yeah. High usage rate too. And he's down in the paint the whole game. So yeah, I can understand you getting hurt. But like Kawhi and Paul George, they're just injury prone. That's what it is. Same thing, like they're like AD. Like a lot of people make fun of AD for being injury prone, but Kawhi's the same. Like he's literally the same. He's probably worse. He's maybe worse. Now the last few years he's worse. Like AD last year AD basically didn't come back because the Lakers just gave up on their season. They didn't believe in themselves anymore. And at least this year he's playing. He's playing in the playoffs. He still gets like fucking hit in the eye and he gets fallen on the floor, but yeah.
Yeah, AD guys like AD, Kawhi. You throw in Zion too, he can't get on the court.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Pelicans. I'm probably if I'm the Pelicans, I'm only giving Zion one more year. After that, I'm just done.
Yeah, you can never go far like that. You can never go far if your best players aren't on the court.
I'm giving him one more year, and if he doesn't prove to me that he can stay healthy, I'm done. That's probably what I'm gonna do with the Clippers too. If they don't, I don't think they're gonna win a championship. To be honest with you, I think it's gonna wind up just being blown up next year. Like if I'm being real, I'm being real. Next offseason, not this year, but next offseason, I think they're just done. I think they're gonna blow up the team. And it's gonna kind of look like an L of a trade. If they traded away Shy, and they traded like fucking 8 first-round picks, and they just couldn't get it done because of injuries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, that's facts. Yeah, SGA. Yeah, I tell you, cause I mean, I can't even blame them for that trade at the time though, cause I mean, you got Kawhi. Yeah. You were able to bring in Kawhi, who was coming fresh off a championship in Toronto. You keep him away from the Lakers too, and then you get to bring in a guy who's proven already to play with them. I remember MVPG wasn't that far removed from that. He was getting legit consideration for. Well, who won MVP? I think that was LeBron's year. Yeah, never mind. So he wasn't. No, LeBron didn't win MVP. Harden,
yeah.
Yeah. But I remember Paul George was like second or third in that race though.
Yeah, he was.
Because I remember MVPG. And so you got a guy who's fresh off a championship, and you get this guy who wasn't far removed from the MVP race. I mean, you have to do it if you're LA. SGA was still developing, and you don't want to have Kawhi fresh off a championship with a developing player. So I can't blame them for it in the moment, but yeah, it's gonna look pretty rough for them if they can't get anything done.
I can't blame them for making the move, but I'm just using finals appearance. I'm just using revisionist history right now because like right now you're looking at it. Shai is still like under 25, I believe. I think he's 24. He might be 24. He's averaging 31 a game at 24 years old. And the Clippers pick last year, it was Jalen Williams, who's second in Rookie of the Year voting this year. I don't know how much better he's going to get, but he's second in Rookie of the Year voting, and he looked pretty good to me. So, yeah, it's just they still got more picks from them, too. So if they decide, they can't, that's the problem, they really can't blow it up because they're just fucked. Because they blow it up
they don't even have draft picks.
Yeah, if they blow it up this year, they don't have their pick next year, so the Thunder can just take it. You get it. You just give the Thunder a free top 5 pick.
Yeah. Unless they're able to get some pretty good assets that could keep them in contention. For like, if they're able to get some pretty solid assets for Kawhi and for PG.
Yeah.
It keeps them in contention without having to like completely just tear down the roster to where they can't get anything. But kind of like how Brooklyn did, bringing in guys like Mikal Bridges who could actually get on the court, and I'd say they're solid enough to not have you just completely tank all the way down to the bottom of the conference.
I just don't know who has the assets to trade for Paul George and Kawhi though. Like who has those assets right now? I don't know. Maybe the Raptors can trade for one of them. That's one of the. I guess them.
Kawhi back.
Yeah, I don't really think like none of the like the super fucking big teams that are contenders right now. I don't think they have the assets. Like the Cavs could have had the assets, but they traded for Mitchell already, and I think that's worth it for them. Boston, they don't have the assets. Milwaukee doesn't have the assets. The Trailblazers, maybe if they don't want to lose Dame, they trade for one of them. I guess.
Bringing some guys and bringing PG. I think PG would probably make the most sense over there.
And then that's the only teams I can think of. But I don't know where the Blazers are gonna be in like 2 years. I don't know where the Raptors are gonna be in 2 years. Because what are the Raptors gonna? I don't think what are the Raptors gonna want to trade for like Kawhi? They probably I don't know if they want to give up Barnes. They probably wouldn't want to give up Barnes. Maybe it's Siakam, but then it would just it wouldn't make sense. Unless Barnes is like continue to play good. I guess you can.
I guess,
But it was a sophomore slump. I'm not gonna trade Scotty Barnes for a fucking. Well, how old is Kawhi? Like 34?
He's 34 already.
He has to be in his 30s at least. He's like 32, maybe 33. I'm not trading.
He's like 32 or something.
Oh, yeah. By the time it actually happens, though, by the time they trade for him, I'm not gonna fucking trade Scotty Barnes for a Kawhi Leonard who can't stay healthy. When he's already 34.
Yeah, that's true.
34 with Kawhi with bad knees. Mm-hmm. There's no reason to make that trade, because then it's not gonna go anymore. Maybe the Blazers are probably going to be more aggressive. I guess. Maybe. Yeah, but then eventually, I don't see the Blazers winning a championship, to be honest with you, either with fucking Dame, Kawhi, and a bunch of fucking... Dame and Paul George and a bunch of role players? Like,
a lot of Denver can't do anything.
Oh, yeah, I guess Denver, yeah.
If they fail again this year and the next year, they might try to make a swing at it.
Maybe
like Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon.
And Jamal. Yeah, maybe Jamal. Probably maybe they would want Jamal. Yeah. I would say the Mavs, but I don't think the Mavs unless I could say the Mavs maybe, but I don't know if the Mavs. I don't know what's gonna happen to the Mavs roster in the 2 years. Because they could, but I don't know how much better. I don't know how it's gonna look. Like if you guys have Kyrie, it's gonna be impossible to get.
Bring in Kawhi as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be impossible. Yeah. Because maybe if you it's gonna be impossible. So that's why I don't know. Maybe a team like the Magic, maybe one of those teams gets super fucking good all of a sudden. You never know.
Develop, right?
Yeah.
They just need that one guy.
Maybe even Oklahoma City, bro. Because Oklahoma City could just be a fucking contender like in a year and a half. Probably, maybe 2 years. They could all of a sudden get everything together, and maybe they want to trade for another star to help their team.
Yeah. That might make sense, yeah, but for the Clippers, bro, oh man, it's like an L for them. I'd be extremely frustrated if I was Ballmer, and it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I don't see that. Yeah, I just don't see a way out for the Clippers. I don't think they're gonna win a championship. For the Clippers, I don't think they are. Like, yeah, I don't see them.
Let's talk about the other LA team now. The other LA team, because they got a massive win yesterday, with John Morant coming back and dropping 45 points. The Lakers were still able to pull out a win. They started off super hot. They got up like, what was it, 35-9 or something like that in the first quarter?
35-9, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. And they never let up since then. Dylan Brooks ended up punching LeBron in the balls and got ejected after they were kind of chirping back and forth pregame. So was it intentional or what? I honestly don't know. But LA was able to get a pretty big win. And this is a team. They've already won a championship. We talked about the Clippers that weren't able to bring home a championship since that 2019 where they made the moves. The Lakers have, and they might be on the road to another one if they can knock off one of the other top teams in the West. What do you? Could you see the Lakers actually making a run if they were to make it through Memphis?
Well, I do want to bring up that I did pick them as my dark horse team, so I was wrong about my. I was wrong about my LA dark horse team, but I'm maybe I'm right about one. because I still had the Lakers as my dark horse. I remember.
Yeah.
I might have looked crazy for saying it, but I thought they could have made it. I said that out of all top 3 teams I named, I thought they could make it to the shit. And I think they have a chance if they beat Memphis. They have a chance to at least make it to the East to the West Conference Finals at least. I don't know about finals, cause I still think, Phoenix and Denver, probably. I don't know. I probably still lean towards them. Maybe. Golden State and Sacramento. That's gonna be a tough series for them. I think.
Yeah, whoever makes it through that
Yeah.
one.
It's still gonna be a tough series, but I could see them winning. Like, I think maybe Golden State would be tougher for them just because they have more experience. I think. Like, I think they could. As much as I love Sacramento, I think I would probably lean towards the Lakers if they played. Just because of LeBron, AD, I would probably lean towards them just because of their experience. But if it was the Warriors, I'd probably lean towards the Warriors. So, I think hopefully the Kings make it. I want the Kings to beat the Warriors, but
Yeah.
but then I don't like the Lakers either. But I'm just picking unbiasedly. I think the Lakers I thought the Lakers had a really good chance. I still think they do. I'm not gonna count on Memphis though, because Memphis, I still think they have a chance to win this series.
Yeah.
I said that it was gonna be tough for them to play in a crypto.com arena. I said it was gonna be tough for them to play. It's not LA. I thought it was gonna be tough for them to play. I think that's really what it was. Dylan Brooks needs to get his fucking emotions intact, because it's not gonna be good. You can't just fucking. You can't do that. You can't be like that the way he is right now. You can't. He also needs to stop fucking taking shots. 3 for 13 this game. Nah. He's terrible on offense. I can't.
I feel like he was trying so hard to prove himself after calling LeBron old, and it just backfired on him.
Yeah, I think that's what happened too. But I just can't. He needs to stop with this bullshit. Like, the only guys I want to see taking that many shots are John Morant and Desmond Bain. Other than that, nobody else in the Grizzlies should be chucking up shots like that. Nobody else.
Yeah, for real.
Like, not even Jaren Jackson should do that. Like, there should only be Ja and Bain. That should be trucking up 15 shots or more. But, yeah, on the Lakers side, AD is still wishy-washy. So that's why I'm still concerned about this Lakers team a little bit, because AD is wishy-washy. Game 2, he disappeared. Game 3, he had 31-17. So, and 3 blocks, and 2 steals. So, it's wishy-washy with him. LeBron at 25, 9 and 5. Yeah. Roy Hachimura still continuing to play good. 16 points. 2 for 2 from 3. He's been really efficient. He's not putting up some fucking crazy numbers like he did in game 1, but he's still playing pretty efficiently. Jared Vanderbilt, he's been kind of a liability on offense, but he provides you with he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA. Maybe like a top 5, top 6 on-ball NBA defender. So, Malik Beasley has been completely disappointing. He still has not been able to find a shot the whole entire time he's been traded to the Lakers.
Yeah. He's
been super disappointing. Let me bring up his numbers. In the regular season with the Lakers, he shot 35%. With Utah, he was a 43% three-point shooter. So just think about it like that. And in the playoffs, 16% from 3. In the playoffs, 60% from 3. So yeah, he just can't.
16?
Yeah.
God,
he's been terrible.
He can't hit a shot to save his life.
Yeah. So yeah, he has not. I thought that was gonna be a good pickup, but I guess it wasn't. I thought Malik Beasley was a lot better. Was gonna play a lot better. I guess it's just
still been able to get production out of some of the other pieces though.
Oh yeah, Austin Reeves, Schroeder doesn't have a big game every night, but he provides you with some threes, some layups. It's pretty good. Russell, he shot 35% from the field, so it's not the best. Like I said, he just doesn't perform in the playoffs. That's one of my problems with the Lakers roster as well. I just can't. I don't know. It was a little bit better today. He only had 2 turnovers. He had 7 assists, but it's still at 35% from the field is not good. So I need D'Angelo. If D'Angelo Russell and AD, especially AD, if he wasn't wishy-washy, like if he wasn't putting on a fucking disappearing act in some of these games, then I would be more comfortable in picking them to make it to the finals at least. But I'm not that comfortable yet. I'm not. I can't be
they
like.
had like their solid big 3 every single night. The big 3 of LeBron, Russell, and AD. Oh yeah, that would be a tough out for anybody in the West. But Yeah, man, I tell
They
you,
really
you're
don't.
still counting on a 30, 38, 39-year-old LeBron to go and carry
Yeah.
you. I don't know how far that's going to take you. I mean,
Yeah,
LeBron's LeBron, bro, but he's getting up there.
Yeah, LeBron can't do that same shit he was doing in Cleveland, like in 2018, 2017. He can't do
Yeah.
that same shit anymore. Like, he's gonna have some nights where he just can't. He's not gonna be good. Like, there's some nights where he's just gonna have like 15 points. He's just not. He's not the same LeBron anymore. Like, he's obviously still gonna have games where he has like 27 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. But there's gonna be nights where he has like 14 and like 5 assists. Like, he's just not gonna. He's
That's
not
why
supposed to
you
be.
need guys like Russell, guys like AD, all those other pieces to really step up. Especially AD, bro. This is supposed to be his time, bro. This was supposed to be his time. As LeBron was getting up there and AD was entering his prime, this is supposed to be AD's turn to take over for the Lakers and carry them to more championships. And this guy is way too inconsistent for that right now.
Yeah, D'Angelo Russell, you can't. I'm not trusting D'Angelo Russell at all anymore in the playoffs. Like, I'm never gonna trust him in the playoffs ever. So it's gonna take a while for me to ever trust D'Angelo Russell in the playoffs. Like, after what I saw last year in Minnesota and what I'm seeing this year in the Lakers is the same shit. AD is the guy. Like you said, AD has to be the guy to lead this team. He did it this game. Like, he was the leader of this team this game. But I don't know. I don't know if he can do this every fucking night. He's also. We just talked about injury prone. He's also injury prone. Like, he's gonna get injured. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get injured in this playoffs for the Lakers' sake, but yeah, I have some confidence in the Lakers making it to the into the Western Conference Finals. As much as I want Memphis to beat them, I want Memphis to beat them badly, but I still think the Lakers are probably gonna win this series. As much as I want them to,
like Lakers,
yeah,
or Lakers,
yeah,
7, right?
I picked the Lakers in 7. Yeah. As much as I want Memphis to win, I don't want the Lakers to make it. I hate the Lakers, but
Yeah.
like, yeah. But I still think it's gonna be tough for the Lakers to win the championship if they even make it to the finals. I don't know if they can win it, but I think I can at least see them there. Like, I can see it happening.
Making it all the way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
At least making it there. I don't know if they can win, but I can at least see them making it. Just because, like, I think Boston's probably gonna make it out of the West. At least. I don't think they can beat Boston. I don't think they can beat Boston. Like, I don't think anybody in the East and in the West can beat Boston. Probably even Milwaukee at full health. I don't think they can beat either of those teams. Maybe they could beat Philly. If Philly somehow makes it to the finals, there's probably teams in the West that could beat Philly. But Milwaukee and Boston, I just can't see. They're just not as good as Milwaukee and Boston. Like, they're not built as good as them two. Especially Boston. I think Boston probably wins. Probably Lakers series, they win in 5 or 6. That's just.
Yeah.
Like, Phoenix right now is just like, they're relying on Kevin Durant and Devin Booker.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Denver. I don't know. You haven't really seen too much of it. I mean, they're up 3-0. Hold on. Do they even play right now? They might be playing right now, actually.
Oh yeah, they're playing right now.
They could get a sweep right now.
Yeah, they're up 64-60. Yeah.
Yeah. Denver, if they keep performing, I don't know if Minnesota's just not that good or they're making Denver look elite, but
yeah, I'm waiting till Denver goes to the next round to make my judgment.
yeah, that's what because I genuinely don't know if Minnesota's that bad or Denver's just that good and kicking their ass, bro. But you can't really tell too much off of this series, bro.
It's kind of a little bit of both because it's just the Towns has just not shown up. Nobody else has shown up for the Timberwolves except for Anthony Edwards, essentially.
Yeah.
So this roster, they're really not that good. That's why I said it. I was like, I'll be fucking surprised if they take a game because have you seen them the last couple of games, man? They just fucking choke in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like it's just Anthony Edwards fucking trying to put the team on his back, and it's just disappointing.
Yeah, I thought Minnesota was going to put up a better challenge than this, to be honest. I thought the roster, because you said the roster was trash, I thought the roster was actually pretty solid, bro. Because I'd say they got a former Defensive Player of the Year, like 3 times? They got a former All-Star Karl Anthony Towns, I'm pretty sure a former All-Pro team. Anthony Edwards, an up-and-coming star. Mike Conley, I mean, he's already old, but he's got some experience. And yeah, I just didn't think it would be this bad, bro. I didn't think that would be this bad.
Yeah, as much as I like defending Rudy Gobert, I used to be a Rudy Gobert defender. I can't defend him anymore because it's just not the same Rudy Gobert anymore from the Utah days. Like, Rudy Gobert from 3 years ago, maybe it's a different story. But Rudy Gobert now is like the biggest liability on Minnesota. I think if Minnesota could actually decide between Kyle Anderson and Rudy Gobert, if they could actually decide about it, like they're forced to keep Rudy Gobert, they can't get rid of him. But if they actually wanted to decide who they wanted to keep, I think Kyle Anderson has been more valuable to them than Rudy Gobert this season. That's how bad. Rudy Gobert just hasn't been that good.
Yeah, I haven't really paid attention to their games this season, if I'm being honest. But
Towns has been disappointing in the playoffs.
Yeah, he has too. But I tell you, even last year too, though, bro. Minnesota, how many games did that series go to? That Minnesota and Memphis won last year.
I think it was 6, but it could have been 5. I think it was 6 though. It could have been 5 though. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was 5.
Here's the thing though, that Minnesota could have. There was like 3 games, bro. At least two, where Minnesota was up by 20 or more, and they just blew it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, game 2 and game 3 in this series, they were up in the fourth quarter. They sold because it's just.
Yeah.
Like I told you, remember the other game that we talked about where Jamal Murray saved them? That's what happened. They couldn't stop Jamal Murray. They lost to Jamal Murray. And last game, it's just Karl Anthony Towns too. It's just playing like shit. 16 points a game in the playoffs. 40% from the field. 31% from 3. You can't play like that. You're not gonna.
He's a former 26 point per game scorer too. So I mean, you expect Towns to be performing like that.
Yeah, look at the difference between him and Edwards. Edwards is averaging 31 a game, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He's shooting 50% from the field, and Anthony Edwards doesn't fucking just go into the paint the whole game. And he's shooting 40.
Shots,
He's putting up 40% from 3. That's 9% better than Towns, and it's also fucking 10% better from the field than Towns. 65% true shooting percentage. That's just insane for the playoffs. So
it's not even like you're expecting Towns to be your top option anymore. Like for Towns, you're not expected to be the main guy anymore. You could take a step back, but at least do something, bro. At least 20.
Yeah, at least something. Yeah, you need some. If you're gonna put up 15 points, at least give me good efficiency, man. At least give me good efficiency. If you're gonna put up 15 points, he ain't even doing that for me. So, yeah, maybe they can take this game, but they're gonna lose in 5 if they take this game. If they take
getting swept because they're down right now.
Oh, it's tied right now. Yeah, now it's tied.
They could. They said they choke in the fourth quarter anyways.
Yeah,
it's gonna make a difference for them.
Yeah, if they win this game, I guess hooray! You're gonna get gentlemen swept. Hooray! So it's just.
So I tell you, bro. Maybe. We got to the series off of Memphis and LA series that. That you could see them getting to the finals, and I brought up how Denver could be pretty strong. But I mean, I guess we already covered Minnesota and Denver, so we don't need to talk about that anymore.
No, we already went through everything. Yeah. I don't have so much to say about Denver yet, just because I don't want. Like I told you, really... I just fucking dissected the whole reason why the fucking Timberwolves they just fucking suck. So I really can't. I think Denver's good, but I just don't want to. I don't want to go off by this series just because I don't
know how much you could base off of this series. Yeah. You can't really get a good feel of how good Denver actually is.
Yeah, I want to watch Denver. I want to watch Denver against Phoenix and see what happens there. And we'll.
Yeah, that one should be a good one. That one should be a good.
After that, I can maybe see if I can actually see the Denver Nuggets winning the championship after that series. But right now, I don't know about them.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about, winning a championship too, because he said. You don't think they could beat anybody from the East, but I was about to say, maybe if Denver could get hot. Okay, that's where we got from.
We haven't even seen this Denver team for like a long time. Actually, we haven't the last time they were together at full strength was it the bubble? I think it was the bubble, right?
Was it?
I don't know if Michael Porter was playing, but I know Jamal Murray was playing. I know Jamal was playing.
Jamal Murray went crazy,
Yeah.
But they fucking.
They lost to the
Traded
Lakers.
by the Lakers. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time I saw them. So they're a little bit better now. They're better now, so I'm gonna have to see. I have to see how they play against Phoenix. So
Yeah, that one should be a good series too.
yeah. All right. What else can we? Let's move on. Did we talk about? I don't think we talked about Sacramento Golden State yet.
We haven't talked about it. Yeah, Warriors tied up the series.
Yeah.
Exactly what they needed. Exactly what we talked about the last time. We said if Golden State's gonna have a chance in this series, they need to win both of these two. That's what happened. They damn near lost this one. It was a 1-point game. Harrison Barnes ended up missing at the end. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we got a series again. It could go either way.
Yeah. I need
But it's the thing that's happened with Golden State all years. They've been a great team at home, but they've been absolutely terrible on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I want Golden State to lose so badly. It's just
Yeah.
I want their demise already. I hate Golden State fans are so fucking spoiled, man. They're saying that Curry's gonna be the reason they lose the series. Curry's the fucking best player on the fucking team. He's the only reason that you have a chance in this series. And they're saying the reason they're gonna lose this series is because of Steve Kerr. Because Steve Kerr's coaching hasn't been the fucking best. I'm gonna be real. Draymond Green
Getting out coached by his protege.
He's getting out coached, and Draymond Green has also been a kind of a liability sometimes. He got another technical foul today. To me, him and Wiggins are the best defenders in the game. I'm on the team though.
Yeah.
Draymond Green might be he's probably one of the best defenders in the NBA. So he still have him. You need him. He's coming off the bench now, but you need him.
They just made that move today. They want to go smaller too. They want to have They had Curry, Poole, and Thompson starting. Curry, Poole, Thompson, and Wiggins with Kevon Looney on the bench or as a center.
Yeah.
They want to roll with a bit of a smaller lineup right now.
This game got me mad though because fucking the Kings let Harrison Barnes get the last shot.
Oh yeah.
Harrison Barnes.
Especially when De'Aaron Fox was going crazy the way that he was too.
Yeah. You know what was funny? I saw the fucking ESPN post. They were like, "Oh, Steph Curry locks up De'Aaron Fox in the last possession of the game." Draymond Green literally fucking helped defense, bro. There was no fucking lockdown defense by Curry. Draymond Green literally goes up and helps him. So, yeah, there is no lockdown defense by Curry, but yeah. This could be a case though where
Harrison Barnes.
This could be a case though where each home team wins the game.
They end up
wins the
game.
game. So, yeah. But yeah, Draymond Green actually played good. Other than the tech today, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists off the bench. It's pretty good.
Triple-double. Yeah.
Yeah, his efficiency was terrible though. 21% from the field, 3 for 14.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not that. Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox played amazing. Sabonis probably would have liked a little bit more scoring from Sabonis. De'Aaron Fox though, 38 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Outstanding numbers for him. Keegan Murray stepped up too, the rookie, 23 points. It's pretty good. Yeah, but Harrison Barnes, that was just bad.
Yeah, that was a huge win for Golden State. Big loss for Sacramento, bro. Sacramento could have won this game, bro. They could have put away Golden State pretty much. They could have put them away back in Sacramento if they really wanted to.
Yeah, that was tough.
Now they got a lot more to worry about now. They feel a lot less comfortable right now with where they're sitting. Having to go to Golden State again at least one more time if they want to put away this series. They need to go back at least one more time.
Yeah, it was really just a tough game for their 3-point shooting. Malik Monk was 2 for 5. Fox was 4 for 11. Barnes was 1 for 6. So it was really just overall that was tough. Like you couldn't get any threes up. So hopefully that's probably gonna get better when they play at home. I would hope that they take Game 5 after especially taking back-to-back losses. If you lose Game 5, I'm probably gonna pick the Warriors to win the series.
Warriors in 6.
After that, yeah, if they lose Game 5, because it's just tough. I don't see them beating. I think if they lose tomorrow, they have no momentum anymore in this series. Because I think right now they took the first 2 games. Golden State took the second 2 games. I don't think any team has the momentum right now. I think it's like at the same level because it's tied right now. The series is tied. But if Golden State goes into Sacramento and they take Game 5, it's over. I don't think they're winning.
Yeah, and then they go back to Golden State with the momentum. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough for them to close it out.
That'd pretty much be that'll pretty much be the end for Sacramento and their historic run, their all-time run.
Yeah, then we could just like skim over the other two series. They're pretty much over. We can talk about Boston, Atlanta. The Atlanta took Game 3, but they lost today, so
They're done.
yeah, that series is over. And Philly, they took out Brooklyn. Game 4 is swept without Embiid. Tobias Harris, though, I'm gonna bring him up. He's been pretty good for the playoffs at least. 28 points per game, 8 rebounds. He's pretty good. 57% from 3 in the first round. Yeah, he's actually stepped up. Wait, he needs to play like this in the Boston series though. If they want to have a chance to win, he needs to play like this in Boston. So
Yeah, you need Tobias Harris for that one.
yeah,
You need every single player stepping up that you could get.
yeah. Essentially, I think Embiid will be back too for that series. Hopefully, it probably won't. It's not gonna start till next weekend. So yeah. Boston probably puts them away in 5. And yeah, Brooklyn got swept, so that's the end of that. Brooklyn is now 0-10 in their last 10 playoff games. Pretty bad for them. And they lost to Philly 8 times this season, so it's also pretty bad. But yeah, they really don't have that much chemistry together. The team basically got put together at the deadline. So
Yeah.
I was expecting at least one game out of them, but they just couldn't get the job done. I don't think they scored. Let me look this up. I want to see if they scored over 100 in any of these games. Let me bring this up. Fuck. Hold up. Oh, they scored over 100 in Game 1. They scored 101. Game 2, they scored 84. Game 3, they scored 97. And in Game 4, they scored 88.
Yeah, bro. So they can't get any offense rolling, pretty much.
Yeah. And in Game 2, Game 3, and Game 4, they had the lead at halftime. They just couldn't hold on, essentially. They play a lot of sloppy basketball. I forgot. Oh, Dinwiddie, terrible series. I don't know if he's going to make it back to Brooklyn's roster next year, if I'm being real. So, I forgot what Kuzma called him. He called him Din Shitty. I'm pretty sure that's what he called him. And that's what it represented. Din Shitty, that's what he was this playoffs. Din Shitty. I'm going to be honest with you. He played terrible. One of the worst performances I've seen from a point guard this year in the playoffs. He shouldn't. It's just tough. Did you see that though?
Fan will take him back.
Him and Kuzma had beef. That's funny. Him and Kuzma.
Teammates too. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, they don't like each other though.
Locker room.
Yeah.
What was going on in that locker room?
Yeah. It's probably why he got traded at the deadline. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if Brooklyn doesn't want him, I mean Dallas will take him back. We will gladly take him back.
I don't think he's a free agent though. He's a trade asset.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he's
not
not
in his contract. Not in his contract. If Brooklyn buys him out, then we could talk a return as a 6-man behind Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah, I think he's probably just gonna get probably just no playing time next year. To be honest, he's gonna sit on the bench with the fucking Ben Simmons. Him and Ben Simmons, they're gonna be bench buddies next year for Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right. That's pretty much it for the NBA. We went over every single series. But yeah, next episode, I don't know if we're going to get into that much NBA. Because it's going to be
all draft season,
yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, next episode's going to be like a day before the draft. So it's probably not going to be much NBA. It's probably just going to be mock draft the whole time episode. So yeah, so probably next time we talk about the playoffs, most of these series will probably be over. Like, what a series. Like Boston, that series is going to be over for sure. Phoenix, that series is going to be over. Yeah, so maybe the other series are still going. Probably Memphis and LA is probably still going to be going on. Probably. If Giannis comes back, probably Milwaukee and Miami, so. Yeah. We'll probably talk about it we'll probably talk about it when the series are over. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get into some NFL stuff right here to close out the episode. Let me pull this up. We can talk about one thing real quick. We can talk about the Houston Texans situation. They might not be drafting a quarterback. There's been a lot of rumors. Yeah, if I had to put money on it right now, I'd probably say that they're probably going to take a defensive end. Probably Anderson and Tyree Wilson. If I had to put money on it, it's probably going to be one of them two.
If you had to pick between one of them.
Right now, I said Tyree Wilson last time. Probably it's Will Anderson now. Probably Will Anderson. Tyree Wilson still. I forgot what I'm pretty sure he's still the second favorite betting odds. But Will Levis is number one in betting odds. I'm not gonna say Will Levis is going. I don't think Will Levis is going number 2. If Will Levis goes number 2, then I don't know what's going on anymore. But yeah.
Oh man, I would love that. I would love that. Yeah, if Will Levis went number 2.
Yeah, right now, if I specifically had to pick a player though and put money on it, though, I'd probably pick Will Anderson.
Yeah, that's my pick too, Will Anderson. But I'd say maybe Vegas knows something that we don't, bro, because you haven't heard anything out of Houston for Will Levis. The only thing you've heard about Houston taking Will Levis is from Vegas. And I don't think Vegas is just going to randomly bump up the odds for Will Levis to go number 2. So I'd say, man, they might know something that we don't. They really might know something that we don't right now, because this just kind of came out of nowhere. I think last week everybody was saying that, oh, Will Levis is probably on his way to Indianapolis. But right now, with the random, I'd say just a random odd shifts for him being the number 2 pick, there might be something going on down there in Houston. They might actually be very sold on Will Levis. And I've heard reports that a bunch of teams are actually sold on Will Levis. They're more sold on Will Levis, like, amongst the teams themselves than probably the public is what I've heard. So, I don't know, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston pulled off this one. I really wouldn't. And that's not just me speaking as a Colts fan, right? That wants C.J. Stroud. No, that's just because, I don't know. Houston has made some questionable
I want to see your reaction, though. What would you do if C.J. Stroud's there, but you guys take Will Levis? What would your reaction be? I just want to know.
Oh, man. I wouldn't be too mad. Like, if you would have asked me this question a month ago, I would have been pretty pissed. I'm not going to lie. I would have been pretty, actually really mad if they had done that. Now, I kind of, out of necessity, bought myself more into the Will Levis pick, and I've been looking into him a bit more. Peyton Manning just praised him a lot just recently, so I wouldn't be too crazy about it, but Stroud has been my guy all along, ever since pretty much the draft process ended. I didn't really think we were going to get Bryce Young. Obviously, I would have wanted Bryce Young more, but Stroud has always been like the guy in my mind that I've wanted ever since watching him play at that championship game against Georgia, that conference championship game. But oh man, I've kind of sold myself on the point with Will Levis this past week or so, to the point where it would have even really pissed me off too much. I'd be mad, obviously, because I want to see C.J. Stroud all along, but it wouldn't piss me off as much as it really should.
Yeah, what is he called? Will Levis just seems like the perfect Colt to me. He just looks like a Colt. I don't know. I'm probably just saying that because he's white, but he just looks like he would be like a fucking. I can just see him in the jersey already. It's probably because he played for what is it called? For Kentucky.
Kentucky.
But
yeah, that's why it kind of lines up perfectly.
He just seems like the perfect player for you guys to pick. Just by looking at him, man. Just by looking at him.
Oh, he really does, bro. He's got the build of like Andrew Luck or Carson Wentz. He's a big white guy too. Yeah. And Kentucky, I tell you, the uniforms kind of match up together too.
Yeah, it just looks like the perfect Colt already.
Yeah, that's why I've kind of sold myself on it this past week or so.
Yeah. I don't understand these teams saying that they're more sold on Will Levis. I don't understand.
CJ Stroud, bro. I think CJ Stroud is probably. Oh man, him and Bryce Young were really tight for me, honestly. Yeah, CJ Stroud, especially if you watch college football, bro, you know how good CJ Stroud has been all year. I guess you could kind of make the argument, oh, he was put with Jackson Smith and Njigba and Marvin Harrison Jr. And Will Levis wasn't playing with freaking anybody. So, I mean, I guess you could kind of make that argument. But I like to go off the college production that I've seen. And, I mean, C.J. Stroud was able to produce at the highest level. Even against one of the all-time great defenses of Georgia, he was still able to perform at a high level.
Yeah. Yeah, more than likely, practically. Only one or maybe two of these 4 quarterbacks are going to take in top 10 are actually going to be good. Most of the time, though, it's like...
I think Bryce is probably...
Yeah, Bryce is the one that's probably for sure going to be good. I'm not going to say... I just think he's already in a good situation. I think the Panthers are a good situation. They have a good coaching staff and everything. They already... I think Bryce has probably the best... Like... He's probably the most for sure thing to me. Like, if I was going to pick a for sure one, I'll probably pick him.
Bryce,
But most of the time, history says that maybe one or maybe 2 quarterbacks, maybe 2, are usually good. It's going to be tough when there's like 3. When it's like 3 quarterbacks that are good from the draft, that means it's like a really good quarterback class. When it's 3. Yeah. Even when there's 2, it's tough sometimes. Like, I remember everybody was fucking on Josh Rosen and Sam Darnold's dick and Baker Mayfield. Yeah. And the guys that ended up being good were Josh Allen and Lamar.
Lamar Jackson, yeah.
So it could be like...
Bro, hold on. The one that with 3 played out, it's looking like is that 2021 where you got Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa, and Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
That's the only one, bro, where it might have been like 3 for... And Jalen Hurts.
Oh, yeah, Jalen Hurts.
That one might have been a 4 for 4, bro. That might have been the perfect QB class I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah.
That one, especially when you throw in Jalen Hurts in the 4th round and Joe Burrow, those 2 alone make it like a top-tier quarterback class. And then Tua Tagovailoa and Justin Herbert are 2 really great quarterbacks too.
Yeah.
2020, that might just be an outlier though, bro. That might just be like a freaking 1 out of 100 right there.
Yeah, I think that was just like an outlier kind of year of how good they were. Because it's just I just don't see that many. That was
probably like 1 out of 100 right there, if I'm being for real.
Yeah, because I can't see all 4 of these quarterbacks being good. I don't think that's the type of year it is. Mm-hmm. I don't know. To me, I just can't see
Hendon Hooker, maybe 5.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see any of... Yeah.
It would be hilarious if it's just like Hendon Hooker ends up being the next... Like, it's Bryce Young and then Hendon Hooker, and all the other 3 guys are just like... They just...
Yeah, the best ones, yeah.
Yeah. Because C.J. Stroud and Will Levis, they're projects. Stroud, I don't know how much he's going to get better. I'm not C.J. Stroud. That's C.J. Stroud, Richardson, and Levis.
Yeah, I was about to say
they're projects. Yeah. Stroud's, he's not really that much of a project. He's ready to play already. I don't know how much better he's going to get from when he could get better from. I don't know how much. It depends on who drafts him, the coaching staff, that gets him better.
How much more they could get out of him.
Yeah.
They're saying he's so good right now that you don't know how much room he has to grow.
Yeah. I don't know what his like ceiling is. I mean, I don't know if they can break past the ceiling, to be honest with you. Because I think he's pretty good right now. He makes the safe throws. Bryce Young is a guy where his ceiling could be like next to like fucking Pat Mahomes and Joe Burrow as a passer. Yeah. That's what his ceiling could be. Stroud, I see him more as like as a passer. I can see him being like I don't know. Probably, he reminds me a lot of Dak Prescott. C.J. Stroud. He reminds me a lot of Dak. So I can see him.
It's good, but you can't see him breaking into like that Mahomes tier. Like
I don't.
And possibly Anthony Richardson.
Oh yeah, Anthony Richardson's
Will Levis.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson. It's still if you're just fucking betting. If you're just like fucking betting on yourself, like on the coaching staff. Like if you're saying to yourself, like if you're the training staff and the coaching staff, you're like, if you take Richardson, you have to have belief in yourself that you can actually make him something. Because right now he's not ready to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, at all. So he's only thrown 400 passes as a quarterback, like from the college to now. He was a 1-year starter from last year. This year, he just has the potential to be.
He's just got all the physical attributes, pretty much.
Yeah, he has the physical attributes. I don't like when people compare him to Zach Wilson because they're saying that he came out of nowhere like Zach Wilson. He's been projected to go first round since fucking August. Like maybe, I remember. Yeah, he's been projected to go first round since August.
He even played a game in college?
Well, he played a little bit last year. He played a couple of games last year. He played 2 games last. This is his first year.
11 starts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he played some games last year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He was projected to go first round already, since like August, September,
That's crazy.
around there.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even hear about that.
A lot of people had him in mocks already. Like a
Hendon
lot of
Hooker's
people.
the one that really popped out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, he popped out of nowhere. Yeah, but he's not going first. Maybe first, actually. Maybe. I don't know for sure. But he's not. It's not like somebody's fucking talking about taking Hendon Hooker with a 2nd overall pick.
If he had beaten Georgia, bro. If he had beaten Georgia, I think that game would have really. Bumped up his draft stock, bro. You might have been talking about Hendon Hooker top 5 right now if he had gotten past Georgia.
I don't know.
He was shredding it, bro. He was shredding everyone.
Oh yeah,
he was shredding everyone. Kind of like how Joe Burrow was in that LSU year. Tennessee was number 1. They were able to bump themselves up from I think they were 11 at the start of the year. They were actually ranked number 1. The only problem is that Georgia exposed them. But if they had kept up that momentum, bro, they shredded Bama. If they were able to keep up the momentum and beat Georgia, even if Hendon Hooker ended up tearing his ACL later in the year, we might be talking about Hendon Hooker going top 5 right now. Not top 5, maybe like top 10.
Yeah, I just don't know. Just because he's as old as Joe Burrow is right now, practically, he's probably older.
Well, Joe Burrow was pretty. He was an older QB too.
Yeah, he was. But he's like, it's just I don't know about top 10. 'Cause that's pretty. Top 10, you're looking for guys that have the potential to be the best player of the position when you're drafting. At least top 5 of the position. That's what you're looking. I don't really. You're looking for that type of player in top 10. I don't really think I would have ever seen him. I think maybe top 15.
He was shredding, bro. He was on Joe Burrow's level up until that Georgia game. Up until that Georgia game, he got exposed. But I was saying, if he was able to keep that up past Georgia.
I was confused with what you're saying. I thought you said he was playing. And then, never mind. I got confused. I thought you said. Oh, so he got it. So never mind. I got confused.
Those first few games at Tennessee, yeah.
I thought, yeah, you got me confused, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you continued playing like that, then yeah, obviously. But he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I tell you, it was just that one game, too. It was just that one game. If he had put up those performances that he was putting up earlier in the year against the all-time historic defense, I think that would have pushed him over. But when you take that and then combine it with the ACL tear, that's the only reason why they're not talking about him being like top 10 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know if I could have saw him top 10, but maybe top 15. A lot of people had him top 15, top 20 before he tore his ACL. That's where I thought he was going to go. But then.
Yeah, but I tell you, beating Georgia would have really put him over the top. You know, I tell you, because Georgia really exposed Tennessee that game. It wasn't even close. Georgia just pounded them.
Yeah, Tennessee's offense, I don't know about Tennessee's offense, and
they had a weird offense.
Yeah,
bro, I'm not gonna lie.
That's why. That's the reason why I just kind of.
Have you actually broken it down, bro? Because they just run them to the line. I don't even think anybody knows what the play is. The receivers don't even know what route they're running until they see the coverage, and then they make their decisions off of that. They make their decisions on what route they're about to run at the line of scrimmage, and then they pretty much, as soon as the ball gets down, they run up to the line and run it again. The receivers don't even know what they're running until they actually get up to the line. Then they just pick something up.
Yeah, that's why Jalen Hyatt and Cedric Tillman are not first round picks, because they don't know. They don't know if their game's actually going to translate to the NFL level, because you can't play the way Tennessee played in the NFL. You can't do that. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know how good they're actually at route running, like Hyatt and Tillman. They don't know how good they actually. They don't know their route tree.
They just ran option routes.
Yeah, they don't know if they actually have a route tree that's actually going to be useful in the NFL. So that's why. That's why they're not first round picks. That's why they're like second round picks or third round picks. That's why they're not highly wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'd probably put
Tennessee just ran a weird offense, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked for a while until Hendon went down.
Yeah. All right. I want to talk about something else too. What is it called? There's a couple of players got suspended for gambling.
Hold on. Before we move off the drafts, bro. Because you said earlier that Will Levis was considered a bit of a project. And do you consider him like okay, project? I think Anthony Richardson, right? Where he only started 11 games and I'd say it's just all the physical abilities. That's kind of the same boat you have Will Levis in. Because honestly, I thought Will Levis would be more of a safer pick. Because he's got like I'd say he's got the arm strength, he's got the cannon. Pretty much, right? The only thing about him is that he lost a lot of players at Kentucky last year. Like when he had his Kentucky team with like Wando Robinson, he had his draft pick, or he had his lineman up front that didn't get taken in the draft. He was pretty solid too. Like I had seen him projected to go in the first round since a while ago. So is it more that like he's a project, like a legit project, where you're just pretty much banking on his potential? Or do you think like he already has some pieces in place to where he could be like a solid day one starter, and then you're pretty much just trying to build him up? Because in my opinion, I think that he's one of those guys you could probably plug in day one. Obviously, you're going to have to grow him a bit, but if you have some solid pieces around him, he could at least do something. He's not necessarily as much as a project as Richardson is.
He's not that much of a project as Richardson. That's not what I meant by it. Like, he's not that much of a project. Like I said, Richardson's the biggest project in this draft. You're not like Will Levis. He's still a project to me. He's not that big of a project, but he still needs stuff to work on. He still has some mechanics. Like he reminds. I'm not gonna compare him. He has like shades of Josh Allen. Shades. I'm not saying he's Josh Allen. He has shades of him. Josh Allen was still a huge ass project. He's the same boat as him.
No, he was a massive project. Yeah.
He played in Wyoming, so he's not. I just don't think Will Levis. He's not that much of a project. He still have to work on some of his game, but he's gonna be ready to play. But you still have to. He's not. Richardson's the only one that's not ready to play. Like I would probably want Levis. To like maybe like sit the first 4 games of the season. Maybe just learn a little bit. I don't know if you like. You have Gardner Minshew, don't you? If you guys take him, you got Minshew. Or maybe start Minshew like 2 games or 3 games. I'll probably want that, but he's not as much of a project as well as a Richardson. He's still kind of a project, but not as much as Richardson.
I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention to Josh Allen back in the day. I just kind of hated on him just to hate on him because he played at Wyoming, and nobody cared about Wyoming. But
yeah, Josh Allen has had a lot of the same things that you're talking about. What Levis did. It's just he had the mechanics already. Even Mahomes was like that too. Mahomes was a lot like fucking Richardson. He was a lot like Richardson.
Yeah, Mahomes. Yeah.
Allen wasn't that bad.
Deshaun Watson was the most proven one in that class.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Allen was a fucking. That's why you can't draft off their fucking. You can't draft them off their fucking what they do in college because it's just not important to me. When they get to the
Deshaun Watson still performed.
Yeah.
It's not like Deshaun Watson didn't perform.
Oh yeah, but that's what like the Bears missed out on Mahomes because they took fucking Trubisky. Like that's why sometimes
because they took
Trubisky. They oh yeah, but yeah.
Because I don't know, if you put Mahomes and put him in that Bears offense, you really think he's gonna be any better than Trubisky?
Well, some of these fucking plays that Mahomes makes, he doesn't make because fucking Andy Reid taught him. He makes that like when he fucking throws that off his fucking back foot, he hits you in the fucking helmet, and he puts a perfect accuracy off his back foot. He ain't doing that shit because he learned it from fucking Andy Reid, man. He's doing that shit because he's just that good.
Andy Reid is setting him up, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but that's how talented he is.
He's still got a bunch of talent, though. Yeah.
Like you can like what is it called? You could he could fucking Trubisky could have gone to the fucking Chiefs and he wouldn't have been that good because he doesn't have the fucking same. He doesn't have the same fucking shit that Mahomes can do. He can't do the same shit Mahomes can do. Like Mahomes, like you've seen the plays Mahomes. He doesn't learn that shit.
Yeah.
That's just like fucking natural born talent. What Mahomes has. Yeah.
I mean, there's people who's talented too, but their coaching staff can't set them up properly.
Yeah.
Look at Zach Wilson.
Yeah, but it's just Zach Wilson just kind of fucking. He doesn't have a. Sometimes your work ethic matters too, because Hurts has one of the best work ethics. Like if you don't have a work ethic, it doesn't really matter. But more, to me, you can't. You have to believe. If you believe in yourself as a coaching staff, then you need to take the chance on guys that can be that fucking like Richardson. If you believe in yourself that much, you take him. If you don't really believe in yourself, don't fucking take him. It's not gonna end up good.
I don't know what coaching staff is gonna be like.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't really believe in myself to develop this guy.
Oh yeah,
I don't really think, bro. If you're the NFL, bro, I think you have to have the confidence in like, oh yeah, we can develop this guy. I don't know what coaching staff that's gonna be like. Oh man, I don't think we could. I don't think we could develop this guy. I think he's that terrible.
But that's why. Well, that's what I think. Well, sometimes you want the easier pathway because it's like, it's tough to develop a quarterback to be that. It's like it's the quarterback developing the quarterback's the toughest thing to do. That's why there's not that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the quarterback hit rate is the lowest out of all the like hitting on a quarterback is probably it's probably the hardest thing to do. Maybe cornerback too. It's hard to hit on the quarterback unless you already know they're like fucking Trevor Lawrence or Andrew Luck. But in order, you have the number one pick though most of the time when you pick players like that. So yeah, it's a tough thing to do. Sometimes you just want the easier thing to do, like Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud. They're gonna be easy. They're easy. Like they're easier to do. Like Mahomes, Allen, those guys were fucking tough. And it took him a while. Like it took Allen like 2 or 3 years. Like, yeah, but Andy Reid.
It was after Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, it was after Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like some things.
I tell you, he was really able to pop off the next year after that, where they become a powerhouse.
Yeah, but there's like some plays where there's some stuff that Mahomes does, or he just. I don't know how to explain it. It's just he just knows how. He's like they didn't get taught to do that. He just does that shit by himself. Some shit like Zach Wilson. He doesn't have that same. There's a reason he didn't work out. It just did. He just didn't have the fucking same.
I tell you, I just don't know, bro. I think Patrick Mahomes just fell into the perfect spot for him. I don't know if he would be this good if he was on any other team. If I'm being
he would. Oh no, he wouldn't be this good, but I think he would still be better than fucking Trubisky was on the Bears. I don't think he would be this good.
But than Deshaun. I think that's a real. I think that's a real conversation, like between Mahomes and Deshaun. Because Deshaun was able to make it happen, even being in Houston.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Well, you'll never know if Mahomes could have actually done this by himself or not because he never was on the team like that. So, there's really no definitive answer for that. But I just, I don't really. It's not good. There's like no way to answer that question because like I don't think it's kind of tough because Mahomes could have done this shit. You just don't know. Like you don't know.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
You don't know. So, because I think. I at least think that Mahomes would have been maybe he would have at least been good. I think somewhat good. Maybe like I think he would have been somewhat good. It's gonna be tough for me to answer that question if he was gonna been the same because I don't really because he. Yeah, it's tough for me to answer that question because we would never know how to give a definitive answer.
They're still dumb for passing on Deshaun, bro. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Them passing on Mahomes, I could understand. Them passing on Deshaun was dumb.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, that's why I can't just go off by a fucking. That's why I told you, college performance doesn't matter to them, bro. The college performance doesn't matter to the teams. They take whoever the fuck they want. Like. If they like
Trey Lance over fucking Justin Fields.
Even Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz didn't do shit in college. He played for North Dakota State too.
Oh yeah.
They take whoever they want. College performance doesn't matter in the NFL to them. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Because if college performance mattered, then it would just be the whole fuck. It would be like every single fucking like the Georgia defense. The Georgia defense would all just go fucking top 10. It would be Jalen. The corners would go top 10. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They don't really. We had. Well, there's one more thing about the draft though. Is the Jets and the Packers. They've re-engaged into Aaron Rodgers trade talks. I don't like talking about Aaron Rodgers anymore because it's pretty the same shit every time. But it's probably gonna get done. There's not much to say. It's probably gonna get done. It's draft week. It has to get done. More than likely.
This week, yeah.
It's probably just gonna be for 42 and 43. The second round picks will probably be them too. Yeah. Just that. That's probably what it's gonna be. I also believe Hopkins is gonna get traded too. Maybe this week, more than likely.
So
I think
this is a real question.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had to pick, I don't know. Buffalo maybe.
I was thinking about Buffalo.
Yeah.
But would that mean Stephon Diggs is also on his way out?
Oh no, Stephon.
Right, because of his cap hit.
They can't get rid of Stephon Diggs either way.
His cap hit,
yeah. No. If Hopkins comes, it's to be with Stephon Diggs. So. I saw on Pat McAfee show that Adam Pac-Man Jones said that the Ravens are still in it. I don't think the Ravens are gonna do that shit. They have no. I just don't think. I just can't see the Ravens doing another big move.
Especially after they already got Odell.
Yeah, I don't think they're in it anymore. I think the Chiefs are still in it maybe, but I think there might be a team like the fucking Patriots that might fucking just like they might just trade for him because he has no choice to go where to go. He lost his trade clause to the. What is it called? Because he got suspended, so he has no choice.
He's gonna be forced to go wherever they trade him.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, but it's just I also want to talk about something else though. I forgot. That's what I wanted to bring up. It's tough for. I don't like comparing. I don't like saying. I hate when guys are like, oh, like Will Levis had like Anthony Richardson has shades of Jalen Hurts or some shit like that, or like Cam Newton, like Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen. When those guys improved, they improved in stuff that's hard to improve in. That's a lot of reasons why Zach Wilson sucks because he couldn't improve into that shit that was hard to improve. Hurts and Josh Allen, even Mahomes too maybe. They all improved in shit that's impossible for some people to improve in when they get into the NFL.
Yeah.
But that's why.
Well, that's the thing though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, hearing from Shane Steichen and the way that the reason why it mostly worked out in Philadelphia with Jalen Hurts is because I've heard that like he was obsessed, like he had an obsession with becoming like the best QB. Like it's not one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm gonna just go to practice today and then let's see where we go. Nah, from what I heard from Steichen, he was like on that Peyton Manning type of like obsession, and that's what you really need if you want to be one of those guys like Hurts, Allen, Mahomes. Like you said, they improved in stuff that was hard to improve in, and most QBs aren't willing to put in that level of dedication and obsession into it. So that's probably what plays the biggest role more than anything. It's probably just a character trait, to be honest.
Yeah, so work ethic.
Yeah. That's
what I was talking about earlier. Jalen Hurts is a perfect example of that. He probably has the best work ethic in the NFL as a quarterback, at least. That's why I don't like when people compare that. Yeah, because of they improve in stuff that's impossible for some people to improve in. So
yeah, for real.
Yeah. But alright,
Josh Allen was supposed to be like completely inaccurate when he got into the NFL.
Yeah. Now he's like a 70%, almost 70% completion percentage most of the time. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. What was the next topic that we were gonna move on to? I forgot.
Oh, the gambling.
Oh yeah, the gambling. All right, so we got some players from the Lions suspended. Let's see, it was 5 players that were suspended. It was Jameson Williams, probably the biggest name. Yeah, it was 5 players, and there was I think it was 4 Lions and 1 Commanders. Jameson Williams got suspended. Jameson Williams and Stanley Berryhill, they're suspended 6 games, and then C.J. Moore and Quintez Cephas and Shaka Tony are they're done for a year at least.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jameson Williams is the only real important one. But that sucks for Jameson, bro, because he was a second-year player. He played pretty good towards the end of the year when he finally came back from the ACL. It's surprising that he was actually able to come back from it in the same year. But now he's going to have to miss the first half of the season again. And I tell you, the Lions, bro, that's going to be a huge... That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's their own fault, though. They already know the rules. I don't want to... Yeah. I'm not gonna say it sucks for them because it was his fault. If it was some other shit, if he got injured or some shit, it was
he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was fucking doing.
Nobody put a gun to his head and told him you better bet on this team.
Yeah, the players know the rules too. He was gambling. The reason he got suspended only for 6 though is because he was gambling on college, but he was gambling from the fucking from the facility. You can't gamble at the facility at all.
Why would he gamble from the facility?
I don't know.
Bro, he didn't even try to hide it.
You can gamble on college. It's fine for gambling on college, but you can't gamble at the facility. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's why him and the other dude got suspended for 6. Everybody else that got suspended for the whole season, It's because they gambled on NFL games. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NFL is not gonna take this shit lightly because there's a lot of people that think the NFL's fake for real. Like they actually think the NFL's like scripted, so they ain't gonna fucking take this shit lightly.
Yeah.
The NFL, they're gonna make sure they suspend you. I don't. To me, it's kind of stupid. The ones that betted on the NFL, it's kind of stupid. You saw what happened to Calvin Ridley, and they do this shit.
Yeah, for real. It's not even like this was the first time somebody had gotten caught, bro. Like Calvin Ridley literally did it before you. So, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no sympathy for them really because it was their fault. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like grow up, man. Like they're fucking.
Yeah.
They're in the NFL. That's what you get.
I'd say it just sucks for Detroit, bro.
It sucks
for Detroit.
Yeah, for the Lions it sucks. But yeah, you got. Yeah, last year he only played like 4 games or some shit because he was injured. And this year he's out for half the season basically. Almost like yeah. So, yeah, tough for the Lions. Tough for the players too. Well, they did it to themselves, but they all got released except for Williams. Everybody else, they got fucking cut. Everybody else was,
shit.
yeah. Yeah. So
yeah, they're not cutting Jameson Williams though.
no, they drafted him in the first round. Yeah, they can't cut him.
Yeah.
That would just be a dumb decision.
Even if he did get cut, bro, somebody's picking him up right away.
Yeah. So yeah, he wasn't gonna get cut.
It's like it goes through the waivers first, right?
Yeah, it goes to the waivers
so who would
first.
have like the first waiver? Chicago. Oh yeah, Chicago. He's gone. He's gonna be a Bear. Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't gonna cut him. Especially, yeah, they took him a first round pick. They traded up for him too. They weren't gonna cut him.
I'd say they're one of the higher powered offenses without him too. Now you throw him in there, oh damn, it could be nice. But
Yeah.
unfortunately for them, they're gonna have to wait till week 7.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, too bad. Another rumor says that the teams around the league they believe that Tennessee could trade Ryan Tannehill. I can see this happening because the Tennessee Titans could trade up for a quarterback. They could draft a quarterback. It seems like they want to. So I could see them trade him. I've heard about this for a while now. Since like I thought there's rumors about them doing this for like since like the beginning of the offseason. Yeah. So I'm not surprised. I don't know who would want him. I don't know.
He seems like the perfect bridge guy though.
Yeah.
Especially if you bring in a guy like Anthony Richardson, I think you would want Tannehill to be sort of that bridge guy until Richardson is ready. I don't think you want Malik Willis being a fucking bridge.
Yeah, no. At that point, if you draft Richardson and you have Malik Willis on the roster too, yeah, you just start Richardson. Just start him. I guess just unless you want to just save Richardson.
If
Richardson ain't learning. Yeah, he ain't learning from nobody actually. So might as well just like. I guess you could throw Malik Willis on the field and just fucking say, "Oh yeah, sorry to say you're fucked, buddy." That's what they would just tell Malik Willis, like he just fucked.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. What if Malik Willis actually starts performing?
Oh yeah.
Then he might have some problems. I think they're kind of banking on like Malik Willis being trash.
Yeah.
And they're just letting him get screwed.
Yeah, sadly, Malik Willis is even worse than Anthony Richardson is. So
what's the point of that, though?
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
Because I mean, at that point, just get Richardson reps.
Yeah.
Because if you wanted to bench him, it would be probably to learn from a pro already. And I don't know how much you're gonna learn from Malik Willis.
I would have a feeling that the Tennessee Titans would probably send Willis to the practice squad and sign a veteran quarterback if they trade Tannehill. Because Tannehill's cap hits are pretty big. That's probably why they want to trade him. It's like almost 30 mil. Yeah, I think it is like 30 mil.
Yeah.
That's probably what would happen. Because Willis can't throw the ball for shit either. Like, Willis can't fucking even throw the ball accurately. That's the problem with him. He's probably as bad as Richardson is right now. Even worse, probably. He might be worse. Because last year they just fucking threw him out to the Wolves, man. Because last year was just bad for him. So.
Yeah. And
yeah,
he was only a 3rd round pick, too. He wasn't like some crazy high investment from what's it called? From Tennessee either. It's not like they drafted him with the A.J. Brown pick or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
He was
This
a
is
third
really.
round pick. They passed on him like 3 times until they finally got to him because nobody else wanted him and he was still available.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not gonna be that big of a deal if they. Yeah, Malik Willis. They have no commitment to him. There's no commitment to him. They don't really care.
Yeah.
Some people are asking about their commitment to him. They don't have no commitment to him. Doesn't matter.
No. Like if they drafted him with the AJ Brown pick, then I would see like, okay, then maybe they'll try to give him more of a chance. But he was just picked because nobody else wanted him, bro. That's why he kept on slipping and falling till the 3rd round. And I think at that time he was probably the best player on their board, so they just ended up taking him.
Yeah, but what is it called? Oh, I don't really know what to say anymore. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Yeah, there's not much more to say about this topic. I actually want to talk about something else, about the Seahawks pick. The Seahawks, there's some people saying that, I think it's Jalen Carter. But then I've been seeing some stuff, some rumors, that maybe that they'll target Anthony Richardson if he's there. Because they don't expect to ever be this high again, like in the draft. They don't expect to be that high anymore. Mm-hmm. So some people are saying that, there's rumors out there that say that they might target him, too, if he's there. Because their team might trade up for him, but if he's there, they might target him just because. Yeah, they might never.
Yeah,
they might not be this high.
Pick too.
Yeah, they might not ever have a high draft pick like this. They're hoping not to be that bad, and they don't know how bad Denver's gonna be. I don't know if Denver's gonna be that bad either, where they're gonna have a top 5 pick again to give to Seattle. So I still think that they're gonna take Jalen Carter, but it's still a possibility.
What if Jalen Carter's not there though? Then it might be. Because let's see. Houston ends up taking Will Anderson. Then who does that leave Arizona with? Let's say nobody wants to trade up with them. Who does that leave Arizona with?
I think
they take Tyree Wilson.
They would take Tyree. I think they could take Tyree Wilson. It would probably be a discussion, but I don't know. It depends on if you have I know some teams don't want to take Jalen Carter just because of his character issues. I know there's teams like that, so I'm like,
there's some teams that are pretty big on character.
Yeah, so it depends on if Arizona's comfortable.
I don't know if Arizona's one of those teams though.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on if they're comfortable or not. I don't know if they're one of those teams or not because I don't think they've ever drafted a player like that or had problems like that. I don't think they've ever dealt with that because it's rare when players actually have problems off the field that are really that you actually make you think about it. But like Jeffrey Simmons a couple of years ago, Tennessee, he beat up a woman because his sister got into an argument over her. Do you remember that?
I don't even remember that part.
He was like a top 6 pick, and he fell all the way at 22.
Oh,
he was to Tennessee.
Oh damn, that's crazy. Yeah, because he got bailed out with that one.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that he got drafted still though, because he beat up a fucking woman. Like he beat her up badly, man. Like he got suspended for a whole. Yeah. He went to Mississippi State. He got suspended for the whole season at Mississippi State his freshman year. He couldn't even play because of what he did.
Shit. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, well, man, I don't think Jalen Carter falls that low.
Oh no, like, I was just
the lowest he could possibly fall, like the absolute bare lowest, would be Philadelphia.
I don't even think Philadelphia. I think 9, Chicago. I don't think Chicago.
Yeah,
I don't think Chicago's passing on him.
I'm talking like, I don't know, maybe, but like at the bare, like the absolute bare, he's not making it out of the top 10.
Oh yeah,
bare. Like
I think he's going 5 or 4 or maybe 3. I just don't.
I still think he's top 5. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't saying that he was gonna fall that far. I was just giving an example of somebody with character issues. Yeah, I wasn't saying that. But what is it called? Yeah, it could. Some people don't want to deal with some people don't want to deal with that at all. Like they don't want to deal. Because it's a huge investment to take you with the 3rd pick. Sometimes they don't want to deal with you. Like. Even if it's not that bad of a problem, if they know you have something on the field, they don't want to deal with you. Like last year, they were trying to fucking talk about Kayvon Thibodeau with his fucking crypto shit. They don't want. They were trying to make that a bad thing. Like he was into crypto. Yeah.
I don't get what the problem with that is, bro. They made it seem like he was freaking abusing his teammates or something. Like
they also made it seem like Thibodeau was a fucking lazy player too. That's what they were trying to make it seem like. So they didn't. So. They always try to do this shit, so I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to deal with it.
Okay, yeah. So
I wouldn't be surprised if they take him though. I still think. I think personally they would go to fucking Seattle. That's where I think he's gonna go.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they take him.
Yeah. Okay, so then no Jalen Carter. Then you think they end up taking Richardson?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It becomes a real discussion. If Jalen Carter is a guy that you wanted and he isn't on the board, and you got Richardson right there, I think it'd be too tough for Seattle to pass up on.
Oh no, yeah. If Richardson's there and the Carter's not there, you take him 100% sure. I don't think you have a doubt about it.
Yeah.
Because I think you even have conversations about it with Carter there.
Now with no Carter, bro, you can't. It's not even really like a debate anymore.
Yeah, because right now I would probably put it like at what right now. If Carter and Richardson are there, I'd probably put it like at 65%, 70% Carter, and then the rest Richardson. That's probably where I would put it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean both moves make sense. I think Seattle, if they make either one of these moves, they walk out pretty happy.
Yeah, it makes sense for them to take a quarterback if you think about it.
They come out ecstatic.
Yeah, it would make sense for them to take a quarterback though, because they can get out of Geno Smith's contract in a year. After this year, they can say they don't want you anymore, and you can get out of his contract.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense the way they structured it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see them taking him. It's not that.
I don't really know how high Geno Smith's ceiling is going to be. I mean, that season that he gave you, that might have been his best season of his entire career.
Yeah. If Richardson goes to Seattle, then I'm on Seattle this fucking I'm gonna be watching them, bro. Because I really think that if he goes to Seattle,
because they got him and Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. I think that Seattle could actually develop him too, because Pete Carroll has a good history with it. With Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Pete Carroll. I don't trust Pete.
Russell Wilson, like late round pick, like a middle round pick, and then Geno Smith this year last year looked a lot better. So he has a good track record. So I would trust him very much.
Yeah.
To develop him. We have one more rumor to close out the show. It's really a rumor. Like there's like no fucking grounds for this. It's Derrick Henry to the Eagles. AJ Brown talked about this. This is like really a rumor. There's like no fucking like Pro Football Talk, they said that there's like no truth to it basically. So it's like really a rumor.
A viable source.
Yeah.
Well, we're just here to discuss a possibility.
Yeah, we're just here to discuss the possibility. Yeah, it would give him maybe the top 2 running back. You could argue him or Chubb, number 1 and number 2. They would at least top 2 running back when he's healthy.
Yeah.
I just don't think Tennessee's gonna trade him.
That's their entire franchise right there.
Yeah. And if the Eagles wanted a running back, I think they would just take Bijan. So I don't think.
Yeah. You get a younger guy too that you don't have to pay for like 4 years. I think it makes more sense and he's more versatile too. I mean, I love Derrick Henry, right? He's a crazy runner, but I mean, Bijan Robinson's more versatile. You could put him in the slot if he wanted to. He's more like a Christian McCaffrey type of runner or like running back than what's his name, Derrick Henry, and you can do a lot more with Bijan. Plus, Derrick Henry's getting up there in age, and he takes a bit more hits, so.
The only way I could see it, I guess if like the Eagles didn't want to waste the first round pick on Bijan, if they wanted to draft like linebackers, the D line help, because it's not gonna take a first round pick for Derrick Henry. It's gonna be like a second and like a fourth.
I mean, it's not like you're really waiting on Bijan to develop, though. You've seen running backs get dropped in and they can play automatically. Running backs and receivers, you can just drop them into an offense, bro, and they'll perform. Like you saw with Alvin Kamara his rookie year. What's his name? Kenneth Walker when he got to play. So, I mean, you can just plug these guys in and they'll perform instantly. Especially when you got a generational talent like Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, it's just. I'm just looking at it like at Howie Roseman's track record of how the positions that he fucking values. Running back is not really one of the positions he values that much. If you look at his track record, like he took Miles Sanders was the starting running back, and he took him like in the 4th round or 3rd round, like when you drafted him. He hasn't really. Most of the positions he values is like he values like O line, D line. That's what he really values most of the time. He likes the big. So if you look at it from that perspective, I wouldn't be surprised if he takes Bijan. But if you look at it from that perspective, maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he doesn't value running backs to him that highly. And if you could get Derrick Henry for like a second round pick, that he would do it. So maybe that's what it is.
Derrick Henry on the Eagles would still be insane, though. Don't get me wrong, bro. That's still top 2 running back going into the leading rushing offense of the year. Like, that's still gonna be an insane move too. I don't know. I don't know if I see it happening.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. He's a franchise player. They already made a stupid move last year.
Oh, with AJ Brown.
Yeah, I don't think they want to make any more stupid. To be honest,
to
be honest, to be honest with you, if they should have, I would have traded Derrick Henry first before I would have traded AJ Brown. To be honest with you, if you were gonna change, because I think AJ Brown was probably more important in today's receiver. Finding a number 1 receiver is kind of tough sometimes. You see with the Giants last few years, haven't been able to find that shit. They paid Kenny Galladay $62 million or $72 million. They drafted Tony. He's not even here anymore. It's kind of tough for some teams. AJ Brown to me, and you just saw what AJ Brown did with a competent quarterback. Because Tannehill was all right, but they rely on Derrick Henry the whole time. So it's like, I think if you really want to, I don't know. I would have traded Derrick Henry first, in my opinion. Because I think AJ Brown is still pretty young. Because Derrick Henry, I don't know how many more years Derrick Henry has of actually being this good. Because he's a little older. He's been getting injured a little bit more.
I'll tell you, bro, he takes like 30 carries a game too.
Yeah, I probably would have traded him first. Before I wouldn't have traded AJ Brown. I would have just paid him the money.
Yeah. Yeah, they felt the repercussions of that this year.
Yeah, I would have just paid him the money. But yeah, that closes out this episode of the Playmaker Pod. It's the 23rd episode of the Playmaker Pod. Next episode, we're both gonna have our final mock drafts, all 31 picks in the NFL draft. Well, already, all 32.
So it's probably gonna be the entire episode just draft talk. So be ready.
Yeah,
the draft is coming up, bro. It's gonna be, man. I'm pumped for that one.
Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, peace out.